much. So I knew in my head that it was over for me. The first round happened. He punched me. I couldn't throw back. My instincts weren't there. My fast twitch muscles weren't there. And every single round, I literally wanted to die in that ring. Because in my head, I was thinking, if he punches me, maybe I won't wake up. It actually took a very tough beating to get me out of the sport.
By Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao. I mean, he beat the hell out of me. Manny Pacquiao would be right in front of me. He would, after hitting me 15 times, and then I would be ready to hit him, and he would be wide open, and I couldn't pull the trigger.
I wouldn't have loved to fight Pacquiao again because he kicked my ass. Sorry. But yeah, there were many fighters out there who I would have loved to fight 2 or 3 times.
You know what? So you had enough of Pacquiao, is what you're saying.
Oh, trust me.
Oscar De La Hoya spent his career facing elite competition, sharing the spotlight with legends like Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Bernard Hopkins. But among all those moments, one fight still haunts him. A night inside the MGM Grand where the Golden Boy didn't just lose, he reached his limit. For years, it was seen as a simple case of being outperformed by a younger fighter. But Oscar later revealed a far more troubling truth behind his loss to Manny Pacquiao, a story far deeper than it first appeared.
Remember to this day the conversation I had with Oscar when I first told him, hey, you should fight Pacquiao. Oscar laughed. He's too little. He's too little, that guy. There is a difference of almost 20 pounds. People want to see that fight. People are excited. He's the guy that's coming up. He's fast, Oscar, but eventually your size is going to break him down. Something was not right. I could see it in his eyes. He's not even throwing punches. What is he doing?
Pacquiao snakes his left hand through De La Hoya's guard.
I was like, fuck. He had no legs, he had no pop, he had no punch.
Pacquiao is making De La Hoya look old, slow, ineffectual. De La Hoya has 0 answers.
I was scared. And I said, you know what? The spark's not there. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have it.
Looking back at 2008, the fight itself seemed unusual. Manny Pacquiao, who started at just 106 pounds, was moving up to challenge a naturally bigger Oscar De La Hoya at welterweight. Everything pointed in Oscar's favor: size, reach, and strength. On paper, it looked one-sided. But once the fight began, reality told a different story. Oscar quickly lost control of the pace and found himself struggling just to keep up.
It kind of like deflated the balloon. I felt like, wow, like here I am on top of the world, beating Pernell Whitaker, beating Julio Cesar Chavez, beating Hector Macho Camacho, beating Sugar Shane Mosley, beating all these fighters, okay? Having amazing fights in their prime and creating some amazing events. And then my last fight, I'm like a shell of myself. And Manny Pacquiao beats me, and he's the next champion. It felt I felt humiliated.
Did you know what was slowing down? Joe Louis told me once that he saw the opening.
Oh yes.
Just didn't get there.
Exactly. Manny Pacquiao would be right in front of me. He would, after hitting me 15 times, and then I would be ready to hit him, and he would be wide open, and I couldn't pull the trigger. I just couldn't pull the trigger.
The real issue began before the fight even started. Oscar De La Hoya pushed his body too far during training camp, cutting down from around 160 pounds to 147, but the weight cut went beyond safe limits. At weigh-in, he came in at 145 pounds, lighter than Manny Pacquiao. That extreme cut left him drained, low on energy, and physically compromised. By fight night, his body was already at a disadvantage, and that was only part of the problem.
What was going through your mind at that time, Oscar?
Well, what happened in that fight, I mean, I was a zombie. I was drained. I think I had fought Bernard Hopkins at 160, and then I said, let me dare to be great again and fight this young kid who they're talking about at 147. I literally weighed in 144 for that fight, and I was a skeleton. It was too much. So I knew in my head that it was over for me. The first round happened. He punched me. I couldn't throw back. My instincts weren't there. My fast twitch muscles weren't there. And every single round, if you watch my documentary that came out on HBO called The Golden Boy, it explains to you what I was thinking, what I was feeling. I literally wanted to die in that ring. In the 8th round, everybody was gonna stop it, okay? Or the 7th round. One of those rounds, everybody wanted to stop it, including the referee, the trainer. And I said, no, I want one more. Because in my head, I was thinking, if he punches me, maybe I won't wake up, you know?
Were there some other things going on that you wanted to die in the ring?
Of course. I wanted my whole life to die. The whole life that I was living at the time, you know? Having to go through rehabs, having to go through, you know, all this fame and money and women and this and that. It was just overwhelming. And now I can't perform. Now I don't have the last thing that I love, that I worked so hard for. I don't have it anymore.
Right.
So just end it here in the middle of the ring. Just punch me so I can die.
Right. Wow. So, did you underestimate Manny? Did you understand what he was? I think he moved up from what, 106 to 112?
Yeah.
And had blown through everybody. Sure. 22, 20, 30, 35, 40, 47.
Yeah.
So you didn't underestimate him. You knew what he got Pac-Man that name for. He got that name for a reason.
Oh yeah, I underestimated him, but it didn't matter. Even if I was a dead man walking. I couldn't.
Why not
perform.
take the fight at 54?
I don't think they would have done it because he was like you said, he was coming up in weight. It was probably too much at the time. But even at 54, he probably still would have beat me. No shame in my game.
What's the biggest mistake, be it in the boxing ring or in business, that Oscar De La Hoya has made?
Probably inside the ring. I stood in there too.
As the rounds went on, Pacquiao's speed and constant pressure became overwhelming. Oscar later described it as dealing with something unreal, an opponent who never slowed down. Punches came from all directions, non-stop and unpredictable. By the 7th round, his left eye was nearly shut and he was pinned against the ropes under heavy fire. In that moment, things became serious. He wasn't just waiting for the referee to step in. Mentally, he was reaching a breaking point.
Like how are you dealing with being Manny Pacquiao? You're a global star. You are a national hero.
That's the time that I became #1 pound for pound in the world. Yeah.
How are you dealing with it as a personally? Like being that big, how are you dealing with that at that time?
I never, like, the fans, the world, all commerce, like everything like that. I mean, recognition everywhere like that, even in the Philippines, because most of the people in the Philippines don't believe that I'm gonna win the fight, because even in our Congress, some congressman filed a resolution to stop the fight because it might get hurt me. Like
really?
Yeah.
They were afraid for you.
They said that they said that stop the fight because they might get hurt. Me.
They had no idea.
Yeah. It's just like that. So after the fight, like the people, like boom, like that, and then that time, like, you know, oh, this is. But I still, you know, thinking to God for everything, like. All that accomplishment is from God.
But man, your life wasn't the same, man. It wasn't the same. Like, you can't go anywhere. Whether you're in the Philippines.
And Oscar isn't alone in recognizing how dangerous Manny Pacquiao was at his best. Current stars like Terrence Crawford and Shakur Stevenson still speak about that version of Manny with respect. Crawford has even said he regrets never getting the chance to face him, highlighting his unpredictable rhythm and relentless output.
There was one fighter that
You wanted to fight, but you weren't able to.
Pacquiao, for sure. 1000%.
That little Filipino kid.
For sure. And I try to fight Pacquiao.
George's bestie. George's bestie.
Yeah.
Full respect. But Skinny Hussein knocked him out for 20 seconds, mate. YouTube, Hussein versus Pacquiao.
Pacquiao, for sure. You know, that was a fight that I was chasing for years, since I was 140 pounds. You know, and to see him, you know, fight Broner, Tim Bradley, you know, Keith Thurman and all those.
Chris Algieri.
Fight, yeah. Man, I was
not disrespect to Chris.
I was like, man, like, what is going on? Like, these guys is not, you know, like, I'm here and he's fighting these guys. I just couldn't understand it, you know. So if there was a guy that, you know, it would be him. And Danny Garcia. That's my boy.
You fought him as amateur, yeah? Yeah, Swift.
We split.
Left hook.
We split 1-1. I think me and Danny would have made for a great fight, you know, being that we knew each other real.
Even now, nearing his late 40s, Manny Pacquiao continues to impress. In July 2025, he returned to face WBC champion Mario Barrios and fought to a majority draw, proving he can still compete at a high level. When comparing names like Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Terrence Crawford, Pacquiao even named Crawford as today's top pound-for-pound fighter, showing mutual respect among champions.
Right? How about this one? Floyd Mayweather against Terrence Crawford.
Floyd Mayweather against Terrence Crawford, I think Terrence Crawford.
Why? Why?
In both prime.
Both the prime. You think Crawford is? Why do you like Crawford?
He has advantage. He is a southpaw.
Right. By the way, a switch hitter.
I agree. I think Bubby's
Manny keeps it simple.
I think Bubby gets that one for sure.
That's a really good point.
I saw Crawford as a southpaw. He mastered it. Like you know, he know how to handle his advantage. He to maximize his advantage against Whoever.
And then how about Floyd against whoever that's supposed to be? That's supposed to be.
That kind of legacy is why fans are excited about a possible rematch between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather Jr., rumored for September 19th, 2026 at Sphere. Mike.
I wouldn't have loved to fight Pacquiao again because he kicked my ass. Sorry. But yeah, there were many fighters out there who I would have loved to fight 2 or 3 times.
You know what? So you had enough of Pacquiao, is what you're saying?
Oh, trust me. Right when I walked into the ring, I had enough of Pacquiao.
You thought that when you got in the ring?
Oh, well, Rich, this documentary, my gosh, it's sad too at the end because it shows the whole Pacquiao situation. I was getting beat up in training camp when preparing for Pacquiao. So I knew that was the end already for me because Pacquiao was just coming up.
Yeah.
Pacquiao was like the star in the making.
We see Pacquiao running the mountains every day with 50 people around him. He wants to be the first one, so he's killing himself. He's working his legs. He is a warrior, but at 48, his body can't take that much.
Age is just a number.
And I'll bet you Mayweather, people think, oh, Mayweather's out of shape. He's not training behind curtains. That doing workouts. That's just to be in shape. And I'll bet you.
Okay, we're here in wild card. We're going to be in wild card.
Hey, what's going on, buddy? What's up, buddy? Hey, good to see you.
Hey, congratulations for So soon I'm going to start training for me with the fight. I'm going to get everything. Yes.
At first, the fight was expected to be a professional bout with streaming planned on Netflix. But recently, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has started changing his tone. Reports suggest he may now want it to be an exhibition instead. Critics, including Oscar De La Hoya, have reacted, suggesting Floyd might be protecting his 50-0 record rather than risking it against a still dangerous Pacquiao.
Yo, what's up, guys? I wasn't gonna do a clapback, but all the news on Mayweather, Pacquiao, potentially falling apart. I mean, I have to say this, Mayweather, come on, dude. Fight a real fight. You're still trying to protect your O? Yes, you're 50-0 on paper, but people know you've lost. Shit, your own father said you lost against me back when we fought. And what's crazy is that people don't know that we had a rematch clause for 1 year. And what do? Your pussy ass retires for 1 year and 1 day. Bro, ever since I got beat up by Manny Pacquiao in my last fight, I've wanted to fight every single day, but I couldn't because I wasn't right. Physically, emotionally, I just wasn't right. All that depression, all that shit that I had within my spirit. But now, these last 5 years, I've put in the work, man. Woo! I did a lot of work, and I feel happy. I feel at peace. And you know what? A man at peace is a dangerous fucking man. I can fucking take on King Kong if I want and beat his ass. Shit, I'll even fight Jake Paul. Let's go!
And the situation is heating up. Manny Pacquiao's team has stated that contracts for a professional fight are already signed, with advance payments completed. They've also warned that breaking the agreement could lead to serious legal action.
I think he's scared of losing. I mean, he's scared of losing because that's his, his leverage for, to go around and have exhibition because of his undefeated record. But if that record will ruin, then what else that he can leverage for to go around and have an exhibition match?
I don't know much about the guy.
Yeah.
I don't know what what they're really looking for. It's a dangerous fight because a guy like that beats you. It's, you just made somebody. But I don't know. I think that Team Pacquiao is smart enough to choose the right kind of fights, and at this point in his career at least. And they know. I mean, people are going to tune in to watch Pacquiao fight. I will.
I'm curious now. You felt Danny's punch, and when I've talked to people, they always say that Manny's punch is a really stinging punch. It's a punch that stays with you.
Yeah.
How do you compare the two?
It's a different punch. I think Manny. I fought a lot of great punchers in my day, and everybody punches differently. And people always ask me, "Oh, does this guy hit hard?" Like, yeah, everybody hits hard.
Yeah.
Amir Khan hits hard. Is he the hardest puncher? No, but he hits hard. Everyone hits hard at this level. So it's just a different kind of punch. Manny's power is very surprising. He cuts good angles. You think you're safe, and you're not. I've overheard Tim Bradley talk about that too. Like, he just cuts such good angles and is able to generate power from those positions. So it's definitely different. Danny's power is more like spring-loaded. Kind of like almost like a Roy Jones-ish.
Okay.
Not so wide, but that like really just short whack. And kind of
a lot of torque.
Yeah.
I remember I asked Shane that same question, and Shane told me there was at one point where he's like, where the hell are all these punches coming from?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
You guy moves, and you lose him, and you feel the vision, but like you think he's off balance, but he's not. He still is able to crack you.
Yeah.
Like what just hit?
It all brings back a familiar lesson, one Oscar De La Hoya experienced in 2008. Manny Pacquiao is not someone to underestimate. If this fight stays official, Floyd Mayweather Jr. could be putting his perfect record at risk against a fighter who continues to defy expectations.
Were you hurt in that fight?
Never. Just emotionally.
Explain that to me.
Yeah, I was
You're
never
getting knocked around,
Yeah.
or you're knocking someone around. Is there no pain?
I've never felt pain inside the ring. I've been in some very, very tough, grueling, difficult fights. The only pain I've felt was after the fight. I remember I would actually have steaks ready, frozen steaks ready in my room to press them against my face and against my body. It might have been the old Rocky movies that I used to see, but I never felt pain in the ring. It was only emotional pain that I felt when I fought Manny Pacquiao.
That 2008 fight wasn't just a loss, it was a turning point. It showed the world that Manny Pacquiao was more than just talented, he was exceptional. Now, with talk of a 2026 rematch growing stronger, one question remains. Will Floyd Mayweather Jr. face the challenge directly or choose a different path? Either way, fans everywhere will be watching to see if Pacquiao has one more unforgettable performance left. That's all for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Stay tuned for more.